who he just walks and he has this thing that spins around and he hits people. This isn't even like as recent. This is a couple of years ago. Really? Hey everyone, it is a great day to talk about Project A. My name is the King Live, and today we're going to be talking about how many characters will be in Project A on release. So, yesterday on Monday's stream, Monday wasn't yesterday, Monday was 2 days ago. It was one of our best streams yet, dude. We had a lot of people in there. A lot of people listening to the conversations, which is like pretty new. We used to do these talks for 3 people. Now we're doing them from around like 10 right now, which is pretty crazy. We talked about purchasing characters and the idea that I think you're likely going to have to. So people, I don't know. Some people might not be looking forward to that. If you haven't watched the video already, I'll do like a little breakdown. You can like watch it up here if you're on YouTube or if you're on Twitch. I don't know. Kirby, can you help them out with that? Other than that, I wanted to touch a little bit more on characters today because I think that there's more that we could talk about. So, before we get into it, though, be sure to subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, and eat something healthy today. You know what I started doing when I was trying to lose weight? I started to, if I would ever eat out, I would always just make a healthier decision. So say, like, if I'm going to Chick-fil-A, I'm still going to eat at Chick-fil-A, but instead of getting crispy chicken, I get grilled chicken, you know? Doing that, I think that's making a healthy decision. I think that could be really helpful. So I'm telling a bunch of gamers to eat healthy, dude. Go eat McDonald's like Richard. Literally eating McDonald's. What do we have confirmed so far in terms of Project A? Well, in terms of characters, we have 6 characters confirmed. You might not know that. You might know that. We've seen 4 of them. We've seen Hat Guy, we've seen Juno, we've seen Dusa, and Sorteria. Those aren't the official names. Those are the names that I gave them. That's the Wind Lady, the Poison Lady, and the Res Lady, the healer. And then we've also seen Hat Guy, as well as 2 others on the silhouette scene. So when they do the silhouette scene, they scroll through. We don't actually see Dusa on that screen. So we've seen 6 characters officially. 2 of them were silhouettes. The other 4 we saw in-game. Characters have 4 abilities. That's something that we know from the trailer as well. And abilities are tactical and not game-breaking. Not the purpose of this talk. We've done plenty of talks on abilities, like stuff like that. If you wanted to go see those, you can go see those. But this is going to be relevant for later. So stick with me, okay? In League of Legends... this is Riot Games' other game. I think this is a good example, a good place to start on this talk. There was 148 characters. It was kind of a mess. A lot of the characters accomplished pretty much similar things to each other, which rendered the worst character just kind of unplayable and competitive. You just wouldn't play the character because he just wasn't good. And it was kind of bad. In the early days of League, though, you would play the game, and they would be releasing a new character every 2 weeks. I think when I first started playing, Leona was released. And then, like, shortly after, like, Wukong was released. And then, like, shortly after, I'm trying to think of another character that was released around that time. They just kept releasing them, like, character after character after character. And it's just like, dude, what are you doing? It was really hard to balance, basically, is kind of the problem. And we already know that they are trying to make Project A a competitive game. If they're trying to make Project A a competitive game, they're not going to be releasing characters like crazy, hopefully, because they already had one game, and they already had troubles with it, you know? They've seen it. They've seen what it looked like. So the idea of balancing around a lot of characters, take a game, for example, with one character. The one character can still be imbalanced in certain ways, but it'll be a lot easier to balance the game if there's just one character present, right? If there's one character battling another character, that's going to be a lot easier to balance than if you had like 100 characters, right? Now, we're going to take that one character, we're going to give him different roles. So, almost becomes 2 different characters, right? So, if you have your offensive character and then you have your defensive character, attacking is generally going to be harder for the offensive character. So, and that's in my amateur opinion. I generally have a harder time taking a site than I would defending a site. So, how do we balance this? Well, you think of a game like Counter-Strike, where you have an attacking character and a defending character. You might give the attacking character like an AK, which is stronger than an M4 or something like that, you know? The AK is 1 hit to the head, the M4 is 2 hits to the head. This might be the reason that they did that. I don't know anything about Counter-Strike backstory, but that would be like a way that you could do that. So you basically have these 2 guys who are like pretty much the same thing, but they're kind of in a way like they have different powers, different abilities. One can purchase the AK, one cannot. That would be a way to balance that around 2 characters. But now say this Counter-Strike character has 4 abilities too, and you die in 1 hit, dude. That'd be crazy. You give him 4 abilities, even with 2 characters, it would take a while to balance this. This is why I think that Project A probably won't have a lot of characters. Beyond balance, try creating a character for a game where you have 4 abilities. They are all used tactically. There's not like big flashy one-shots or anything. Like there's not anybody throwing a Zarya ultimate and then the Hanzo ultimate comes in. The big dragon like eats your team alive. That's not going to happen. And you have a minimal amount of crowd control. There probably won't be as many stuns in the game. That's kind of what we're thinking. We do have it confirmed that there is a slow from one of the playtesters. He said that there was a slow in the game. Try creating a character like this. You give him 4 abilities, and then you have these specifications. It's really freaking difficult. You want to know how I know that? I tried. I tried to create a character for Project A, and I did create one, but it was like, I'm sitting there, and all you could think of is like smoke screens, flashbangs, and like movement abilities, which is like, yeah, this is Counter-Strike, dude. Yeah, they have a smoke screen, they have a flashbang, and then like they don't have movement, obviously, but like, there's a reason that in the trailer we saw 2 characters who both had smoke screens, and we saw 2 characters who both had walls, and we only saw 3 characters out of the 3 characters that we saw. Dude, if there was a lot of characters in the game, you'd think that they make them a little bit different, but we saw 2 smoke screens and 2 walls. Like, there's not going to be a lot of characters in this game. So how many characters will we see in the game? I have a lot of confidence in Riot. I think that Riot is a really solid company, and I believe in anything that they're going to try to do. I think it's going to be a very good game regardless. Previously, I've guessed that there's going to be around 15 characters. I'm starting to think, after putting a little bit of thought into it, 15 sounds too high. 15 sounds like a lot. I don't know. We've only seen 3 with abilities, and they're already doubling up on abilities. 15 sounds like a lot. So my new prediction is I think that you're probably going to see around 8 to 10 characters. We already know what 6 of them look like, so that leaves like the other 4. Hopefully we'll see that. I don't really know. This isn't determined or anything. This is just my guess. 7.5 characters, says Kirby. I don't know. 7.5 sounds kind of weird, dude. Where are you going to see the half? Like just half a dude running around? That'd be really hard to hit. I think 8 to 10 characters. If you look at a game like Apex Legends, Apex on release had 8 characters. A game where large damage abilities are present, so they don't have the same restrictions that Project A will have. Characters are only going to have 2 abilities, and they have a passive in this game, so they don't have as many abilities as Project A. And it's not quite like Overwatch, but imagine like Gibby in Counter-Strike. You know, if you had like Gibraltar dropping a Gibraltar ultimate in Counter-Strike, that's probably not going to work too well. He's probably just going to wipe the entire team. This is another reason why I don't see Riot making any more than 10 characters. Apex Legends had less restrictions than Project A is going to have, and they still only had 8 dudes, you know? So I think that in this day and age, I think that you don't need a ton of characters to make the game crazy, or to make the game fun, you know? You can have 8 solid characters and have it be a good game. You're going to have 8, and hopefully they're all going to feel unique. But aside from that, like, not to mention, releasing new characters is a great way to add content, for sure. If you have your game and you start out with like 20 characters, it's going to be a lot more difficult to add new dudes who feel unique. But if you're releasing new characters, like you start out with like your 10 and then you release like the 11th, that's like super hype, you know? You get the new guy in Apex and they can do a whole season around it. They have this new guy and he's running around. He's like, who did they add? They added Octane first, and it was like a big deal. People are like, oh, I'm so excited to play Octane. You know, it brings people back to the game. It gets people excited with it. If you start out with a lot of characters, you can't do that as much, you know? Now, League is really reaching for it when they release like a new character. They have a Philios who's just like switches weapons and stuff like that, and he's busted, dude. He's absolutely nuts. Why does new characters in League have to have so many different mechanics? They have to add something entirely new to like break the game because they've already done everything already. You have characters like Aurelion Sol, who he just walks and he has this thing that spins around and he hits people. This isn't even like as recent. This is a couple of years ago. Aurelion Sol probably came out in like 2016 or something, dude. But like, I don't know. It's freaking nuts, dude. Let me know what you guys think. Will you enjoy Project A if it only has 8 to 10 characters, or do you need more variety than that? Personally, I'm going to enjoy the game like whether or not. Like I said, if they have just a handful of characters and they're all really unique and really fun, I'm more of a one-trick person anyway. When I play Apex, I play Pathfinder. If I can't play Pathfinder, I play Wraith. When I play League, I play Katarina or Nocturne. Like, those are my 2. Those are my boys, you know? So you look at a game like that, I'm comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with my one character. You're not going to be able to double up on characters, probably. I don't think that you're going to see a ton of Junos, like, running around. But aside from that, how many characters do you think Project A will have? If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like below, join the Discord, dude. We have so many awesome people in there. It's been, like, pretty cool. I think on our last video, or, like, one of our last ones, I thought we were, like, the number 2 Project A Discord, and we weren't even, like, a Project A Discord. We are no longer. I said that, like, 2 hours before that other Discord blew up. It just, like, blew up. Like, 2 hours later, somebody tweeted something out, 25,000 followers on Twitter, new Discord. I was like, oh, dude, now we're number 3. God dang it. But it's exciting, dude. We're not even a Project A Discord. We're just a ton of friends. But, like, if you want to join, come hang out with us, dude. It'd be really cool. And then big shout-outs to XX in the zone, Kirby 1494 fuck, dude. I screwed up your number, Kirby. Kirby 9412, and then Waffles 95. My boys. They all redeemed their shout-outs on stream. I appreciate you guys for, like, hanging out and stuff, getting those points.